On today's episode, we're answering the question, no, we're not, because I'm on the wrong damn outline.
If you are an influencer, a podcaster, an author, a nonprofit founder, if you're an expert in your field, a service provider, you can work with sponsors. Every single one of those that I just mentioned, if that's you, there's an opportunity for you to work with sponsors. And here's the reason why. Sponsors are always looking for ways to market their products or their services and reach different audiences or their target audience. And you have that. And so when they partner with you to do many different things through cause marketing or any type of marketing initiatives, or it could be through employee engagement, there's a lot of different ways, and we'll definitely dive deeper into that as we go further into this conversation. But yes, there's lots of opportunities. And I tell everyone, you're leaving a lot of money on the table when you don't consider sponsorship revenue for your business.
So one of the things that you said there was very interesting. And that is, if you're an influencer, a podcaster, an author, and et cetera. And you said podcaster, and my ears totally perked up because obviously, we have this podcast. My question is, what kind of brands are sponsoring businesses like Allison and I, where we're technically solopreneurs or we have a podcast? What kind of businesses would be willing to do that? And how would they do it?
Great question. And I love giving real life examples. So I have a client, she is an accountant, but she also has a podcast. And she recently partnered with American Express Business because they were launching a new card that was specifically for accountants or service providers. And so the partnership really entailed two different things. Her coming on as an expert or an ambassador to speak about this card. But then I said, hey, Kendra, there's really good opportunity for you to invite them to not only have a commercial slot on your podcast, but invite them to a series. So bring in their employees to come and speak about the product, but have an organic conversation. So she pitched a 4-part series to American Express Business for her podcast, and they absolutely loved it. Because when you think about like the statistics of the audiences or the people who listen to podcasts and the amount of money that they make, it's the perfect audience for American Express Business and the demographics and the audience in which they're trying to reach. So a key thing when it comes to partnerships, data is everything. And she was able to back up that, hey, a 4-part series with my audience or on my podcast, it will work very well because here's my audience demographics. Here are the number of podcast downloads that I'm getting. When I've done these type of podcasts in the past, here's the click rate and all those cool things that you can track and have a successful partnership. But you have that data to prove that, hey, if we do this together, this is going to be fantastic. But you've got American Express Business. You've got brands like Thinkific, Asana, really cool business platforms, regardless if they're financial or tech-based. They're looking to partner with podcasters as well as any other service provider that's out there.
What if you're a podcaster that's never had a sponsor before? How do you get that first one? Like, you don't have the data to show them. So how do you back yourself up here?
That is a great question, Allison. When you don't have the data to back it up, or if this is your first time going out and pitching brands for partnership opportunities, you have to really think about the goal. I'm pretty sure there are previous case studies of something that you may have done in the past, and you can use that information from what you've done in the past to prove that you can do something else that's going to be highly successful. But the key thing here is the goal. You should be able to clearly articulate in your proposal that we are expecting to reach this number of people. Here's how we're going to do it. Here's how these people or this audience of people or group of people that we are going to serve through this partnership, here's the impact that's going to be made. This is what they're going to receive. And if you can clearly define that and place that in a proposal, they're going to go for it, as long as it aligns with their mission and their goals. Total blooper reel.
Did it all come falling down?